know if we started slow. We moved the ball. We just had field goals blocked. So, I mean, shoot, I thought we did some good things early on. We just didn't get points. We should have been up 9-0 or at least 10-0 at one time.
Defense forced 5 turnovers. Not done around. Address that a little bit.
Yeah, I thought we did a really good job. I knew we could get after him, and Coach Entz really dialed up some blitzes. I didn't think they could block DeLuca. Let's be honest, and Nick made some unbelievable plays, and that's why Nick, I think, has proven that he's one of the best players in FCS. And without the ability to scramble and run with the quarterback, we were just going to blitz and tee off, and the guys did a great job of that. And then I think he forced him into some early throws. A couple times in the second half, we got some interceptions.
When you get some field goals blocked and you don't capitalize, how important is it for the defense to come back out then and shut them down?
Yeah, absolutely. Because they could have stolen the momentum, and they did at the one time on the interception that was tipped, and they got up 7-0, and then just to be able to stay with it. And defense knew they were doing a really good job. I looked up; they had like 70 yards in the first half, and we were down 7-0 at the time. And then great call by Coach Entz on the empty set, and Robbie read quarterback's eyes and made a good play and picked it off, and that got us back. That got us a lot of life in getting to the second half. And then I knew we'd play better offensive line wise in the second half, and we did.
Chris, can you describe Robbie's play this season, the pick there? It's just he's been all over the football, seems like, from the get-go this year.
Yeah, and he's an all-conference player. You know, last year he was first-team all-conference. He should be this year. He's an all-American type player. He's a great tackler. He reads quarterback's eyes so well. He sets plays up, showing one thing and doing something else. But he's a veteran guy that's been a 3-year starter for us, and that's what you expect out of a 3-year starter. Big players make big plays in big games.
What did Ty give you today?
A burst, a lift, some speed on the edge. And, because there's not a lot of film on him, I don't know if you always know how explosive and talented the kid is. And he bounces outside and he finds the edge. And, he was healthy, and we needed the lift today.
Jabril Cox, will you appeal?
You can't appeal it, unfortunately. It is what it is.
How much does that hurt going against South Dakota State?
Well, it'll hurt for a first half, but it's no different than getting a guy injured. The next guy's going to step up, and nobody's going to feel sorry for the Bison. We'll have a heck of a plan ready to go.
You took the shirt off Seth today?
Yeah, we did. Just running out of running backs.
Is that a healthy Nick look? That's what we were expecting to see with play like the best player on defense in FCS. I know you mentioned that earlier. Just reflect on what he did today.
Yeah, his knee was bothering him the last few weeks, and I think they drained it this week, which I think gave him, some mobility. And Nick's a prideful guy, and when he comes off the edge and pressures, there's not a lot of people that can block him. He's so talented, so aggressive, and so physical that he made some big plays when we needed the big play to be made, and that's a sign of an All-American.
On the Cox play, is it automatic? What's the rule? Is it helmet to helmet, or is it target?
Your guess is as good as mine, Mike. I wish. I mean, in the intent of the rule, I don't think it's targeting, but I'm frustrated, to be honest with you.
Chris, you described Levi's game with 3 fumble recoveries. He was all over the football today.
Levi's a really good football player, and we played him in a lot of different sets, and then when Jabril went out, and even other times he comes in as even the Sam backer for Jabril, and so Levi's a really good football player. So happy for the kid from Dickinson to make some big-time plays like that, and it was a great effort by our defensive line up front, pressured the guy all day long. They couldn't get an established run game going because our defensive line was trying to make them one-dimensional. Our linebackers were flying around. Our safeties are flying around. Our corners are playing well. We're playing really high level on defense. And in this league, the one thing that should never be stale or never get behind is on defense. You have to play good defense to win in this league, and I think we have a really good defense.
Would you call it or describe a typical UNI NDSU game in what respect?
It was a physical game. They're really good up front on the defensive line. That's their strength. It's always been a big strength of theirs in the defensive line. And I maybe in the second half we found some cracks in there that we were able to get some yards. And we're finishing runs. There was a couple of runs that were 2 and 3, and all of a sudden they're 9 and 8. And you just maybe try to wear on them over time. That's tough because they're so good up front. But credit to our offensive line. They weren't going to be denied in the second half.
Did Easton struggle in the first half?
I thought he did. I thought he did. I thought he missed the one throw to Gents that got tipped, and that's led to their touchdown. I thought he just missed that one, but I was so pleased with the way he came back and bounced back. He threw a dime to RJ in the end zone for a touchdown, but that's the kind of kid Easton is. Nobody's ever going to worry about Easton. He's never going to get rattled. He's just such a competitor, and I love the kid, and I love having him on this team. Our guys know he's a winner.
In the whole league, I know, you're going 1 week at a time, but the big picture, it's one more victory in the league.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we have 3 more left, and a big one this next week. But no, they're all big, Mike. They're absolutely all big, and we were able to hold serve at home over these last 2, and they weren't easy. None of them were easy. But our guys were excited about playing this game. There's no question. You didn't have to say a whole lot Monday through Friday of this one. And our leaders, we got a bunch of them, and our captains, they had the boys ready to play. And that's why all the credit goes to our players and to our assistant coaches this week.
What did you see on the kicks that got blocked, just low kicks?
The one kick may have been low. The other kick, I thought we had some inside penetration, and we can't have that. And so we were able to clean it up. We changed the personnel on it and put a different body in there, and got it ironed out. But that 6 points, that was big.
It's 3 weeks in a row now you guys haven't had a lead going into the half. What's been so successful about the start of your second half for you?
Just play for 4 quarters. As we know, we're getting everybody's best shot. If you want to win this league, you got to beat the Bison. So you're getting everybody's best shot every week. And there's a lot of things that go into it, and we've got to weather the storm on a lot of things, and then our kids settle down. And I think people expect us to beat people 40-0. It just doesn't happen in this league. Hey, this is really good football teams, and that have scholarship kids too. And I thought our guys did a great job of coming out in the second half and really kind of establishing themselves up front.